What it do, man? It's your boy TNTHAZ. I'm just making some shit, young man. Today we're doing a different type of video. I'm gonna start trying these videos out where I'm just like talking to you about different topics, really like things that's on my mind for real things. It's kind of like vent sessions in a sense, but I feel like other men go through this, and just trying out different types of content. So today I just really want to talk about being single, and how sometimes it really can be a blessing.
Money conversation, we ain't gossip, we ain't hating.
One thing about emotion, bitches love it, niggas hate it. He keep looking for the bitch, blew up my phone, she right here naked. Only checking for the check, blind to the bitch, like where the paper. Bottles of the Dawn, a couple ones just for.
A lot of men, I feel like we feel as though that we aren't fully ourselves. We haven't really reached our full potential for real until we're able to have a partner or have someone that we can call a girlfriend or a wife. And I feel like a lot of us need to learn how being alone doesn't mean being lonely, but we also can learn how being alone sometimes can be our blessing. And I'm not going to make the video too long. I'm really just going to talk until I feel like I'm done talking and I don't really have much more to say, you feel me? So if you feel like you agree with some things or you disagree with some things, feel free to comment below. So just to start off, I've been single for probably going on 4 to 5 years now, and like I've always been a relationship person. But I say like after my last relationship, I actually finally took time within myself to learn myself and to unlearn a lot of old habits that I thought were okay, that actually leaded to my last relationship ending, that leaded to a lot of me having a lot of broken relationships, or really leading to me pushing away a lot of good, not just good women, but also good friends or good people I've met, in my life. And I think like that time is needed. A lot of men don't never really take that time for themselves to learn themselves because, truth be told, I feel like a lot of us are scared of learning themselves because a lot of us have this mindset that everyone's the problem but ourselves, you feel me? And it's like at some point in life, if you really want to meet your full potential, if you really want to become the man that you want to be, you really have to look in the mirror and call yourself out on your own shit, you feel me? And I feel like a lot of men don't have the balls to do that shit. A lot of men are okay with pointing the finger. A lot of men are okay with half-assing through life, you feel me, blaming everybody else for their fuck-ups. Like, granted, I'm not saying that I was like the full responsibility, you feel me, why like a lot of relationships have failed or a lot of friendships have failed, but I will say that I have played a part in a lot of things where you can say like, oh, I could have done this better or I could have reacted to this better. Even down to like when people have wronged me, I felt as though like I needed to respond in a way that met them at their energy. And like as a man, you lose yourself when you start acting in ways and moving in ways that don't fit your character or don't fit who you are as a person. And with that being said, like I've came to the point where I've learned and been okay with solitude. Like I've been okay with being by myself, and it's gotten to the point sometimes where I choose being by myself over being with another counterpart, because it's like I feel like sometimes you bring a lot of people in your life. A lot of people in this life are looking for somebody to complete them, and they haven't took the time to complete themselves first before looking for a partner in life. And I feel like in life, and even in relationships, you should never look for somebody to complete you, because you should complete yourself. Will Smith even said, he was just like, you shouldn't go into the world dating and looking for marriage and looking for love for somebody to give you what you're missing out of your own self. Like you should go look in yourself and figure out what you're missing, and pray to God, do the groundwork, do the shadow work, whatever you personally believe in, to fully build yourself up to the person that you want to be. And then when you're ready, you feel me, then you come to somebody as your 100% self. Because me personally, I feel like it's not fair at all to expect 100% out of somebody when we're not even 100% ourselves. On another note, I feel as though relationships have hindered me a lot of times when it comes to like me pursuing a lot of dreams. So like for example, back in 2020, before I got into a relationship. It was either 2020 or 2019. This is like pre-COVID, right before like COVID hit and everything like that. I was supposed to move to Atlanta fully, you feel me, to pursue my rap career. That's when I was rapping full time. This is way before I even started doing content. And the lady I was dealing with, she had a mindset of like, damn, we just started dating and you just gonna leave me, you feel me, to go pursue a dream. Granted, yes, that was selfish of her, but at the same time, as a man, I should have, instead of picking a relationship, you feel me, that at the time I didn't know wouldn't be long term, you feel me, because anytime I date, I plan on dating and have the expectation of things being long term, which is a mistake on my end, because when you go into things with expectations, you feel me, you set yourself up for failure, set yourself up for sadness from the get go, you feel me, but that's not the topic. But it's just like, that's just one way where I say like relationships can hinder you from really meeting your full potential, because who knows, you feel me, like who knows that I was going to get into YouTube at the time, you feel me, like say I would have went down to Atlanta, and this is before like Atlanta really was like the mecca of YouTube. This before like a lot of people was doing YouTube. Like say I would have went down to Atlanta back then, started rapping, and then I found a love for YouTube, and then took off with the YouTube stuff. Who knows where I would have been? You feel me? And then I also feel like in today's time, it's like it's a lot of content, it's a lot of things you can't do when you're in a relationship, bro. Like for one, like y'all see, I do a lot of content with a lot of different women. You feel me? Granted, I'm not sleeping with these women. I'm not messing around with these women, but I've ran into a lot of women who either know that I'm a great dude or have learned to really know me outside the content, but they still decide not to date me or deal with me because they feel as though they quote unquote can't take my lifestyle, or you feel me, can't take the type of content I'm doing. And granted, as a grown ass woman, you feel me, they have the right to that opinion and they have the right to that choice. But I've also found myself to where I find myself getting into a relationship with a woman, or not a relationship, but even I start dating women, and I see myself start changing myself so I can fit and become the person that they want me to be versus the person that I'm truly am, you feel me? And this doesn't go into like being a hoe, it doesn't go into messing around, sleeping with 1,000 women and wanting a woman to be okay with that. No, I'm more so talking about I enjoy making content with women, you feel me? I enjoy making like friendly content, fun content, and being around women, because like, you feel me, quote unquote, how they say, the hoes are fun. Not calling them hoes, but you feel me, it's just a joke, you feel me? But it's just like, that type of content is fun. I like being around, you feel me, women having fun, doing cooking videos, laughing, just doing platonic activities, you feel me? And a lot of women can't really accept it or can't see that. A lot of women are, you feel me, their insecurities show a lot when it comes to stuff like that, because I feel as though like, I work in a lot of women dominant fields. I work in healthcare. The ratio of men to women is crazy. Then you gotta put in the percentage of the gay men that's in the field too, you feel me? Like you gotta exit them out because the women ain't worried about them, you feel me? So it's just like, it's even down to stuff like that where I sit, and I was talking to a friend the other day, and I was like, I love the content I do. I love the fact that I can do social media management for a strip club, you feel me? Like I love working in healthcare. I love taking care of people. But I do want love at the end of the day, so it's just like, does that stop? Do I get to a point where I sit and think like, damn, do I put the stuff that I love doing on the back burner so I can receive love? Or do I just keep doing what I love and miss out on love, you feel me? And I personally feel as though if you have to change who you are as a person, if you have to sacrifice things that are part of you and things that make you you, that's not love at all, you feel me? That's more of a dictatorship. That's more of somebody controlling you, because 9 times out of 10, a woman isn't changing who they are or changing what they do, you feel me, for the happiness of another person, especially not a man, and especially in this day and age, you feel me? So it's like, I feel like we have to get back to a point as men where we get okay with not being in love for a moment, you feel me, or being okay with where we know we need to set our purpose before a woman, you feel me? We need to set our connection with God before anything, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, a lot of us have dreams, bro, that God gave us, and the journeys that we have to go on to beat those dreams, you feel me, sometimes have to be alone. And I think with me is, like I said, I've been single for 4 to 5 years, and for me, it's be like I'd be like, damn, God, at a point in time, like, when am I going to get my person? Because like I'd be like, damn, my main thing be, I got so many ideas and so many accomplishments that I have done. Like, granted, yeah, my homeboys and my friends, like my platonic homeboys, I'm not platonic homeboys, my platonic homegirls, you feel me? They support, you feel me, what I'm doing. Like, I can share my dreams with them, I can share my, you feel me, goals and accomplishments with them, but it's nothing like having a partner that's on your side and be like, yeah, baby, I really support what you're doing. I'm happy for you. I can see you, feel me? I can, like, go for it, you feel me? It's nothing like that. And I miss that at times because it's like, damn, I kind of got this cliche ass dream of having somebody stick it out with me during these down phases. I'm not talking about like doing adultery, abusiveness, disrespect, shit like that. Like, I'm talking like the days where, like, instead of us going out to spend $250 on a date, I take that $250 and put it into some content, put that into a design, put that into some promotion shit, put that into a recording session, you feel me? And watching that shit snowball effect and really play off, 3 to 5 years down the lane and saying like, yeah, my wife was here with me during that time frame, you feel me? My wife was here with me, holding me down during that time frame. And I can finally give her the life that she wants, you feel me? Because she deserves it, you feel me? She stuck that shit through. But you gotta get to a point, like I said, where sometimes you gotta understand, bro, you're not on nobody timing but God, bro. And sometimes you go get mad with God, bro, because the shit that you want now, God knows you more than you know yourself. So the shit that you want now, God has for you, but sometimes you're not ready for it, you feel me? And God knows, like, yeah, if I give you what you want now, you may fumble that shit, you may fuck it up for the rest of your life. So sometimes as men, we really gotta sit there and be like, yo, maybe right now, the only thing I need to soul tie myself to, the only thing I need to fall in love with is some fucking money. Not even just money. Sometimes your purpose, you feel me? Sometimes your purpose at the time, the chapter of your purpose, you chase your purpose, don't include income. Like, sometimes you're gonna be broke doing what the fuck you love for years, and then you finally will get that $1 million play, and that shit'll pay off, you feel me? So it's like I said, a lot of times what you want, bro, and you try to force it and try to be so hyped to get it right in there, God would be like, you know what, since you so pressed for having this shit right now, I give it to you right now. But the bigger shit that he had for you that was working, in this case, say my content, he'll slow that down, because since you so hell-bent on getting the shit that he not ready for you to have, he'll swap it out, you feel me? He'll give you a trade. Like, all right, you want this love, you want this relationship, go ahead, take the relationship. But that purpose, that journey that you was chasing, you feel me, that $1 million play you was chasing, you're not gonna get that right now, because you so hell-bent on not listening to what my plan is for you. You want to do shit your way, you feel me? I'm going to sit there and be like, yeah, go ahead and take it. And I'm going to show you why I'm not ready for you to have it. And God will give you a taste of some shit that he wants you to have, bro. And you'll enjoy it for a couple weeks, couple months. Shit'll be good. But when it's time for you to really learn your lesson, be like, yo, this shit got to go, he'll take it from you like that. So that's like really why I say, like, being single could really be a blessing a lot of times, because a lot of times, bro, you lose yourself in the pursuing of women, the pursuing of relationships, or pursuing of shit that's not for you, bro. And like my last thing is, it kind of going to like the last point I was talking, but it's freedom, bro. Like, when you single, you have freedom to do what you want to do. And this is nothing about fucking off and being a hoe, because I personally don't support that shit no more, you feel me? I feel like a lot of men that fuck off and do this and do that, bro, they don't have no self-love, they don't really have no purpose, bro. They indulge in the wrong shit. But when I say freedom, bro, it's like, if I wasn't dating nobody at the time and I wanted to move to Atlanta and pursue my rap dream, I had the freedom to do so. I didn't have to sit there and be like, yo, I can't do this because now my girlfriend feels to be hurt. Oh, we gotta leave my girlfriend's family in the past. We gotta leave this, we gotta leave that. When you free and you single, bro, and you have no ties, nothing, you have the freedom, bro, to move how you wanna move. Like I take a lot of solo trips, and a lot of people ask me why do I take solo trips, and it's because I've got to the point, bro, where I've learned I don't have to put anybody else in the equation of what the fuck I want to do. I can get up and leave 12 o'clock at night and leave to go drive up Canada in the middle of the night if I want to. I can get up, if I don't feel like going to brunch at 12 o'clock, I want to sleep until 2 on vacation, I can do that shit. If I don't want to sit here and be like, I don't want to go out and do this, or I want to go do this, I want to go do some weird shit that nobody else likes to do, I have the freedom to do so. You don't have to sit there and put nobody else into the equation. And a lot of people call that shit selfish, but it's like, at a point in life, bro, you gotta get selfish with your dreams. You gotta get selfish with your time. You gotta get selfish with your space. You gotta get selfish with your love, bro, because at the end of the day, as much as people don't want to admit it, when you in a battle of you versus them and who the fuck they gonna choose, people gonna choose themselves every time. So sometimes you gotta be okay with choosing yourself and putting yourself before everybody, you feel me? And like I said, it's just freedom, bro. Freedom. You have, a lot of times, relationships take your peace, bro. And the right person isn't gonna take your peace. But a lot of times dating takes your peace. And when you lose your peace, bro, you lose your freedom, bro. A lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people don't realize, bro. A lot of people sacrificing their peace of mind for wealth. People are sacrificing their peace of mind for love. And a lot of people don't realize that a lot of shit that we chasing in life, it's gonna come perfectly at the right time. But it's not gonna come at the time that we want it, you feel me? Like I said, I've been single 4 to 5 years. And I want the love, you feel me? I want the pretty wife, I want the family, I want, you feel me, all that shit now. I want the intimacy, but it's like, right now probably ain't the chapter in my life where I need that to happen. I need that now. And I be mad sometimes with God, because I be like, bro, I've been single for 4 to 5 years. Like, I took my time to myself. I did the alone phase for a year, you feel me? I did the no sex, no women, no texting. Like, women that tell you there's a point in time I wasn't even conversating with people. I'd be out in the club. I'd be out at the bar. I'd sit at the bar, go happy out by myself. A woman try to talk to me like, nah, I'm fine. You pretty, but that's not the chapter I'm in right now. And sometimes you gotta be like, with yourself, you gotta be okay. You know, because you be like, God, what the fuck? Like, I've been in this chapter for the last 5 years. But it's like, you really gotta sit and ask yourself, would you rather sit and build yourself up to be the full person you're supposed to be, reach your full potential for 10 years, and you on God's time, or would you rather rush shit, you feel me, and it'll be on your time and you don't get the full gift that God got for you, feel me? Like, a lot of us be okay with the microwave process versus putting shit in the oven, just watching that shit bake, watch that shit preheat, you feel me, bake. Take the slow roll, you feel me, the slow grind. A lot of people want that microwave effect, they want that shit right in there. And at the end of the day, that's okay for some people. Some people flourish like that. But if you got a hard calling, bro, I'm trying to tell you, like, a lot of shit take more time when you got a higher calling. I'm starting to realize that. And my mother used to tell me that all the time, like, yo, you're not the same as everybody. Your journey's not the same as everybody. I used to think my mother was just being a mother, because mothers gonna always talk highly of their kids. Mothers can know their son is a piece of shit and go talk highly of their kids. They know their kid amount to nothing, but they go still tell them like, yo, you that one. But it's like when everybody is telling you like, yo, you have the capability of doing great with this shit, then you gotta start shutting the fuck up and really listening and being like, bro, if multiple people is telling me that shit, that's not just a coincidence. God is 9 times out of 10 sending you a message through different portals, different people, you feel me, and telling you like, bro, lock the fuck in and do what you gotta do. So, yeah, like I said, this is my reason why I say being single may seem like it's fucking you up. It may seem like it's hindering you, missing out on something, but sometimes being single, bro, for a period of time, long period of time, is definitely a blessing. Like I said, it's your boy TNT HAZ. Yo, Mr. Please, you doing some shit, young man. If y'all like this type of content, I can start doing a little bit more. I'm not like a therapist, I'm not a activist or nothing, bro. I'm just a nigga that be going through shit, with brain be running, and I gotta get this shit out. So a lot of times this is a vent session, bro. So Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, and I appreciate y'all.